Hey mom, today we're going to go over the CAGED system on guitar. This is one of the most important lessons on the guitar because it'll unlock your playing and you'll be able to play chords, any chord you want for any song that you want on the guitar. So let's jump right in. So CAGED, C, so that's the C chord, A chord, G chord, E chord, and then D chord. Those are all movable shapes. So we're going to focus on two of those shapes that are the most widely used. So I really am a strong believer in the 80-20 rule, that if you learn 20% of the information that's really important, you can apply it to 80% of the cases that you're looking at. So in this case, the E shape, okay, if you can see that, the E shape, and I'm gonna switch my fingering. Instead of normally playing it like that, I'm gonna play it like this, and I'm gonna show you why, because I'm gonna make it movable. So if you see my index finger here, I can just lay it over the top just for illustrative purposes to show that this shape is completely movable. So this is the E string and this is the E chord. So that's the root, as well as, remember from our previous lesson, 2 down, 2 over, my pinky finger is on another E. So whether you want to think of the E up here, the E here, that's up to you. I like to think of it as a top note. So we're going to just slide, and you see that? That's F major, because we were E major and then F major. This is a major chord. And then we go up another half step, that's F sharp major on the second fret of the low E string. Third fret is G, A flat on the fourth fret, A on the fifth fret, B flat on the sixth fret, B on the seventh fret, C on the eighth fret, C sharp on the ninth, D on the 10th, E flat on the 11th, and E, it's harder to play on an acoustic guitar, is an E major again, just an octave higher. So why don't you stop right now? One of the exercises that I'd like you to do is just going through that first E-shaped bar chord, okay? So E-shaped bar chord, and this is an E-shaped F major chord, and just go all the way, just what I just showed before, and you can see that your index finger is acting like a capo. Okay, so I have a capo here, and just imagine if I were to put this on, okay? So, and I could play, that would be F sharp, because this is my index finger, okay? It would just be like that, but that's what the capo does. It allows you to simplify your chords by acting like your index finger and changing keys and so forth. So here we're just using our index finger as the capo and sliding the shapes up. So again, pause the video and go over, just take this E-shaped bar chord and go through these 12 chords. Again, 12 chords for the price of one, which is pretty amazing. That is in no other instrument on the planet, only on the guitar. So E shape, E major, E-shaped F major, E-shaped F sharp major, E-shaped G major, it's the A flat major, A major, B flat major, B major, C sharp major, D major, E flat major, E major. Okay, now we're going to learn the A shape. This is a very important chord. And so here's our A. So to play this chord properly, because it's a little bit awkward to continue to move it like that, I'm just going to use my third finger there and just bar it like that. So I'm playing the, in this case, this is the E, A, and C sharp. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and that allows me to play the A shaped, but free up my index finger so you could see it here as played as a bar chord. Okay, so and then we can move up. So A to B flat, and then B. Okay, this is the A shaped, because you could see the A shape there. B major chord, and then we go up. That's your C major, C sharp, D, E flat, E on the 7th fret, F, because there's no sharp between E and F from the let it be, and then you have F sharp, G on the 10th fret, G sharp, and then you go back to A, okay? And so pause the video now and go through that same exercise. Just try. I know it's going to feel a little bit awkward, but it's so important, again, because you're learning 12 chords for the price of one. And so it's worth putting in 12 times the amount of effort to learn that. Okay, so keep working on that and until you can play it real smoothly and just go through all the chords. that you have. Okay? As a continuation after you've learned all those, what I want you to think about is just kind of an advanced tip, but it's helpful to learn or think about when you're learning these, is when I play this A shape here, if I'm playing on the electric guitar and there's a piano in the band and another rhythm guitar playing an A major chord or playing this, what I can do is try to find, I can play up here, I can play the A major up here to give it some texture. And so we can just separate if a piano is playing in the lower spectrum, bass is in the lower spectrum because piano has the left hand, that's also a lower bass note. If the acoustic or rhythm guitar is playing up here, it's covering that sound range. And I want to play something higher up on the electric guitar, on the lead guitar, so that we have some more texture to the music. So hopefully that's helpful. And another thing to think about is for that E shaped is that if we just kind of truncate the chord, okay, so here we have an A major on the 5th fret. If we just look at this little triad, okay, a chord is, the definition of a chord is 3 notes. So here, this little triad, which is the 6th fret on the G string, the 5th fret on the B string, and the 5th fret on the high E string, that's also an A major triad, okay? It's just truncated, it's just cut off, like I'm just chopping this chord in half and taking the higher portion, or I guess the higher note portion, or the lower half of the chord, okay? And so if we go to the 7th fret, that's going to be B major, okay? If we go to the 10th fret on the high E, that's D major, and then the 12th fret would be your E major. So that's something that is very popular for lead guitarists to play. So like, for instance, if a good rhythm guitarist is playing E major, what I'll do on the electric guitar is I'll play something like this. And then I could even put some delay or some effects on it and play. Just arpeggiate, meaning just play the notes of the chord. And so just giving you some more advanced concepts. So you see the larger picture and how powerful the CAGED system is. All right, let me know if you have any questions.